Hey guys, it's azf again, and I'm here with another video where I'm reviewing somebody from Reddit looking for a little advice. This one is going to be a little bit different though because we're reviewing both of these players. These guys are offline training partners and looking for a little outside advice from what they are able to provide for each other. So what I'm going to be thinking about with this game, general gameplay is going to be Cloud's going to want to keep his distance. He's going to want to be charging the charging limit and throwing out blade beams to try to, bait something out of Joker that's unsafe. While Joker is going to be wanting to get as close in as possible to Cloud, push him back into that disadvantage, but not get too close to where you get punished. And the first one to really make a mistake, that's where the punish should come in and somebody should be moving in from there. Exactly, so that's about what I'd expect. Cloud jumps up to get a little extra limit charge. Joker wants to close the distance on him. Great parry from Joker. Clearly he knows his friend's habits. Should be a good punish right here. A little disappointed with Cloud's spacing on that one. He must not have realized Joker was going to run in that deeply. But let's see this punish. Forward tilt into nothing. I'm sure Joker could get more of a combo off of that, especially at 0. So, alright. Joker, that was two important moves in your arsenal that you threw out there, and I'm not a big fan. So, for one, you were facing, and then you looked away to try to get off the back air. It looked like I would try your best not to stale the back air that early because that is going to be one of your kill moves. And then the forward smash. Not sure if that was intentional or if that was an accidental dash attack, but either way, Cloud had plenty of time to get that shield up. So I like the blade beams right here from Cloud. Good spacing. Joker getting a little too anxious on that one. Let him back himself into that corner so you can take the advantage on him. Don't jump in too far yet. If he's going to back himself up, that's perfectly okay. That's what you want. He's limiting his options once he gets into that corner, and then let him try to make the move to escape. See what he does. So now this is interesting. Arsene and Limit came out basically at the same time. Limit lasts 15 seconds max. Arsene lasts 30 seconds if he doesn't get hit at all. So how do we want to play this one out for both of these guys right here? Obviously, Cloud has a much shorter window, so he needs to try to find an opportunity to get a good limit attack in there. While with Joker, the last thing you want is to get hit because that's going to deplete this bar really quickly. Cloud's got a speed boost and extra range on top of you. That's not a good advantage for you. I'd try to stall him out and see if you could bait out a bad limit before really committing into anything here. Now let's watch that one again. So, hit onto shield. No punish because it was well spaced. Throws up his shield. And dashes right into it. And turned around the up B. Okay. Interesting. So, I'm a little upset that this hit. Kind of jumped into it. One thing I like to do especially with both of their down tilts, is when they hit your shield and you don't have enough time to get a clean punish, these down tilts that cross them up are great. So I would have tried to slide in there personally, and it looks like he probably would have avoided his sword if you did, but it happens. Good trying to... Got it. So that advantage was definitely won by Cloud. Even if you take out any of the damage that was actually delivered during that time, he wasted all the Arsene meter, was able to find a way to sneak in a few hits to help deplete it more to where basically the time for those two things were even. It looked like Joker was feeling a little panic there, trying to force the situation because he didn't want to waste Arsene, but that actually is what led to the complete waste of Arsene. So I would have tried to have been a little bit more patient for Joker. Same situation, got them both back, but found it was back air to finish that one off. That was a great punish. Cloud cannot be jumping out of hit stun immediately like that. Joker's way too fast for you to do that, especially if he's already running into close to distance. Got to drop down and recover. I know you. Well, you had. Did you still have limit at that point? Or was that gone? Yeah, it looked like you basically didn't want to waste limit by having to use your up B to recover, but that's what the situation called for. You got too greedy looking to save your limit, and you paid for it with a life. So what am I going to be looking for right here out of Joker? Avoid, obviously, the invulnerability time for Cloud, but you really got to take advantage of the fact that you got the first stock lead. I would consider it a success if you can rack up around 40-50 damage or so. So you want to play patient, let him try to fish for any kill move, or you do things that are simple. Yeah, drop shield, it looked like you were trying to parry again, but just went a little too early. Because of how much damage you were at, I don't think that was the time to risk the parry, especially because he didn't even hit it at the bottom of the shield. He hit it pretty high up, so it wasn't even that well timed from Cloud. So with that situation, with how much damage you had, save the parries for another time. Okay, so that was one situation I want to look to see if it's going to happen again in the future. Cloud gets off stage, jumps up off of it and hits with the up B onto this platform. Very safe move from Cloud, great stage form. So how does Joker handle the edge guards from this situation moving forward? It'll be interesting to see how that play is balanced out. Alright, so I've been trying to think about how I felt about that limit usage. I don't mind the risk because it obviously would have secured the kill. But in general, I feel like people always try to use their limit way too quickly. Feel like they need to get it out. That speed boost is incredible for one. And for two, you now have a free recovery for when someone knocks you off stage because we know how bad Cloud's recovery can be. So if that was a mix-up going for it that quickly, because in your normal games maybe you don't go for that, I like the call. But if that's your default option, not a big fan. So this is just a little tip. I've noticed that a lot of the top players are starting to do this move. Instead of the run off and then jump back on with the down air, what they're doing is just doing a short hop here a little bit before they use their up B and just doing the straight down air from on stage. Because that way you're already a little bit better set up for your ledge trap if you don't get them with the edge guard. And I'm not sure which one is better, but I feel like seeing a lot of pros making that transition to the short hop to the down air here. Another good parry, got that read on him. Nice play from Joker. Let's see that F smash one more time. Yeah, so I haven't really touched on this at all, but it's been kind of bothering me. I feel like there's way too much use of down air. Some of the uses are okay. I think I've seen you where you do a short hop across, you down air, and you land deep on the other side. Those ones are nice. I like them. But you have a giant sword, and you're basically wasting all of that range that you have advantage over Joker with. So especially when you're starting to get to the higher damages, I wouldn't be going for that one. I would have tried to just space that a little bit better like you do with your normal attacks. Yeah, that's about it. Maybe that would have been a good time to go for the grab in there, back throw him off stage, and get him with the tomahawk. Once again, hoping that you could build up that damage to Joker in that point, but didn't go for it. What was that? Just caught in the dash? Yeah, you were cornered. It was tough. Probably would have suggested actually getting off stage during the invulnerability. That way you have a chance to fully reset and not feel kind of panicked in that situation. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the down air. I like that usage of it, but not landing straight on top of it. How did that forward smash get in there? Yeah, the recovery from the air dodge. Did you just miss the platform? What was going on with that? Sorry, Cloud, I made you relive that 5 times. Yeah, so I kind of gave a few tips throughout there. Most of them were just kind of, smaller decision making as opposed to broader strategy. But one thing I would have particularly liked to have seen out of Cloud more is more blade beams. Anyone that tells you it's a crap projectile, I disagree with them. It's one, it could stuff out any AHAs that come at you, and two, you get to see how Joker reacts to them. And it also could help you when you back yourself into the corner with a little bit of spacing. Sometimes it allows you to help regain back into the middle of the stage depending on how they try to dodge it. So that's one of those things I'd look for in general, is just throw out those on occasion and see how they react to them, because I promise you it will lead to some punish opportunities. Cool. All right. Hope you guys found this helpful. If you agreed or disagreed with some of the things, you could leave it in a comment. I'd love to hear what you have to say about it. Otherwise, if anyone else is interested in getting reviewed, you can email me at azf.ssb@gmail.com. Try to leave some advice, leave a little bit of information about what your strategy was entering the game, and yeah, best of luck.